Hey everybody, RPGamer is here at PAX 2012 and we got an awesome treat for you today. This is Scott Hartsman. He's the big guy in charge of Rift. So with Rift Storm Legion coming, we wanted to tap you and maybe walk us through a day in the life of Scott.
Sure. I'm the exec producer of Rift, which means I'm involved with a lot of different subjects around the studio, and as they relate to Rift, it's everything from what does the current beta look like, what does our live patch schedule look like, what are we including, all the way up to what is the scope in the expansion, what's in a given update. If you want to talk about some of the high-level stuff in Storm Legion, I'm probably a pretty decent guy to talk to.
Wow, well, it sounds like you have a lot of different plates to balance.
There's a bunch, yeah.
Okay, so one of the things that Storm Legion is adding is a sort of player housing called Dimensions.
Yeah.
Can you maybe walk us through that system?
Sure, absolutely. Dimensions are a way for us to give people a way to own a piece of Talara themselves. And it's a system that's going to be available at the time we release the expansion, but it's going to be available whether or not you buy the expansion. Everybody is going to get a chance to get introduced to this and get at least a taste of the basics. For people who do buy the expansion, they're the ones who will be able to really go full bore into this, where there's dimensions that you can personally own and collect, dimensions for your guild that you can own and collect, and new and ways to decorate them and kit them out. Everything from crafting drops to, crafted items to loot drops to trophies from bosses to purchased items from in-game merchants. We've got hundreds and hundreds of items that we're looking to release, and they even do cool stuff too.
Yeah,
so
that was my next question.
Taking it kind of above and beyond. Yeah, I mean the first time I saw one of our engineers place an item that actually changed the sky in their personal zone, it was really cool. Changing the weather, changing the music. I mean, it really is about letting people customize whatever they want.
Now, do these items give the character tangible benefits as well?
Right now, it's all cosmetic in the zone itself. But we are looking at which services we want to include in there also. Like, for example, an item that you could place in a guild hall that would let your guild teleport to the front of a specific raid zone.
Nice.
Rift players will understand getting to Infernal Dawn is a pain in the ass, and there's usually one person that gets sent on that duty. So the idea of having just a portal to Infernal Dawn that guilds can get, it's those kinds of things that we think will be fun. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So what else is coming in Storm Legion?
Oh man.
Where do you start?
Yeah, so the biggest, no pun intended, but the biggest thing is, the size of the world is going to be 3 times what it is today in total.
We saw a map at E3, it was amazing.
It's ridiculous, yeah. And it's obviously the biggest challenge has been making sure it's all up to a brand new art bar for us too, where people are already starting to see, we have a lot of people who think that we have a new graphics engine. We don't. We did make some tweaks, but a lot of it is just the art quality is even better than before. We have 4 new souls. We have, 1 for each calling. We're going back and touching a lot of systems that, with some pretty big changes that only make sense to roll out in an expansion launch.
Right.
Like our planar attunement system is all changing. We're addressing pretty much all of the feedback that people have given us on that system over the last year or so.
Right.
Making it an account-bound system.
Yay!
Making it something where you get to spend a point every time you ding. And so it's taking it more back to the fun it was originally supposed to be.
Right.
What else? One of the most interesting things I think is the way we're treating leveling content. Mm-hmm. I think we here in 2012, the era of the quest bang farm, and then you go farm all of your quest bangs, and then you go return 10 bear asses, and then it's not as compelling as a solo path or as a general path.
Yes.
And so what we've done is, since now we have instant adventure spread throughout the entire world. And we have between instant adventure, mentoring, dynamic content in the rifts, dynamic content in the events, and the invasions, and some other new things like a system called Carnage that's in there also. It's really less about go do a bunch of errands and choose how you want to level up.
Right.
Yes, you can completely just do all the quests on both continents if you want, and you'll probably be about max level. But it's more about making sure that we integrate all of these other experiences into leveling too.
Great.
So if you want to level purely doing dynamic content, that's fine. If you want to do purely instant adventure, awesome. If you want to purely explore everything and kill one of every race out there and level up, you get rewarded for that too.
Nice,
And so
awesome.
yeah, it's been really about leveraging all this cool stuff that we built over the last year, adding even more to it, and then wrapping it up in a nice package with a bow.
Okay, and of course the ultimate question, do you guys have a release date yet?
Yes! I'm not going to tell you though. Sorry, we haven't actually announced the release date yet. It will be coming out this fall. We are still on track for the original date we planned, and hopefully I can say it won't be long before we do tell people what the date is.
Well, I guess you'll just have to keep watching RPGamer and see when we announce the release date.
Oh, absolutely. I would agree.